Hey everyone, Genome here. Coming at you with just kind of a random, random. That's a surprise for my channel, right? But kind of a random video. I don't remember how the conversation got started the other day, but I started talking about pro boxers, and I allayed my super geeky fandom of like the Golden Age boxers. You know, Ali Frazier, Quarry, Ken Norton, George Foreman, those. And it's funny because a lot of times, when the sport progresses, you want to watch more of the newer stuff as it gets tightened up, and the athletes are better, the training's better. Usually, the fights tend to be pretty good. But honestly, I have no desire at all to watch newer boxing, and I'm kind of stuck. I kind of stopped watching boxing matches that are past the 80s for some reason. I don't know why, but it's just like the mystique doesn't seem to be there as much. I don't know. It's not that the fighters are any worse technically, like that. It's just that I don't know. I just enjoy the older fights more. Maybe because they are a little more raw. I don't know, but I don't know. Do any of you guys out there watch older boxing matches? So like, I can sit there and watch Ali Frazier one over and over and over again. I can watch the first round of, what was it, Hagler Hearns ad nauseum. Actually, the first two rounds really were pretty friggin' amazing. I could sit there and watch Joe Frazier just tear up competition, all day long. I could watch like Marciano fights and some of his mauling victories, but I don't know. I mean, it makes you watch those fights and it gets you jacked up, and you want to watch the newer stuff. And I just can't get into it, man. So maybe I've reached old fogey stage where, back in my day, which was way before my day, really. That's when they were real boxers. But I don't know. It just seemed like the personalities were bigger, and it seems like there'd be a lot more stake to the fights, But I don't know. It's fascinating. So, who's you guys' favorite boxer? Mine has to be Joe Frazier. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. No one did more with less than Joe did in the heavyweight division. I mean, look what he had going against him. He was pretty short. His reach was real short. He was very undersized, because back then the heavyweights tended to be on the larger side. I mean, most people don't know it, but Ali usually fought around 218 to 220. Foreman's around 230. Ken Norton, once again, another 220 guy. 215, 220, so a lot bigger, and 10 pounds is a big difference in the weight classes. And that's just what their weigh-in was. Who knows what they showed up day of fight as. So, yeah, I just love Joe, man. He was a machine. My favorite thing about Joe was his conditioning. That and his fearlessness, but which unfortunately made for a short fight career for him. But just, the man could go. You were never safe. He was a lot like Rock. There's three guys, I know I'm jumping all over the place, who I think were the pinnacle of conditioning for some of the larger fighters. Marciano, Frazier, and Marvin Hagler. Those guys were just, they did it the entire fight. They looked just as fresh for the most part, other than a good sheen of sweat, in the 15th round as they did in the first. The Ali Frazier fight, it was the 15th round when Frazier knocked Ali down with an incredible left hook. It came out of nowhere, and it was just a picture-perfect thing, and it was, they had to be exhausted, but he still put it out there. So just his conditioning, man, he would just tear you up. He wouldn't relent. And he had to fight like that. He had to get in close. He was a mauler, but he was fast, man. He was so fast, and his training was just brutal. But I love Joe. I think he's a funny guy, and he's my favorite boxer of all time. But what do you guys think? Who's your favorite boxer? I mean, Floyd Patterson, was it the Big Ugly Bear, Sonny Liston? You like to really go back to old school, like Jack Johnson days, or any of those greats? Jack Dempsey, basically killing guys in the ring. Man, he was mean for a little guy. Just so many greats, man, and there were some good ones in the 80s too, but my definite favorite era was the early 70s for boxing. It's so stacked. Everything from the middleweights up, cruiserweights and all. Just amazing, man, and just so many great personalities and so many great matches. So yeah, once again, tell me what you guys think. Who's y'all's favorite boxer if you're a boxing fan, and what do you like about him? Another thing I like about Joe is he ripped the body up. He was a body snatcher before it was cool, man. That guy would tear your innards up. I'm surprised he didn't kill some people with those liver shots. But anyway, yeah, just let me know what you think below. And sorry for the off-the-wall content, but gotta give credit where credit's due. All right, until next time, this is Genome, loving him some Smoking Joe, out.